Shalom. Now this one's interesting for a couple of reasons. Okay, let me read it to you and I'll give you my input as we go along. So UK's Truss joins big European club seeking new order without Russia. Okay, interesting. The leaders of 44 European countries are having talks in Prague at a historic first meeting of a new political club of nations. As he arrived, France's Emmanuel Macron spoke of building a common strategy in response to Russia's war in Ukraine. This is the same Macron that's pushing for a revived Roman Empire, that says he's going to rule like Jupiter and wants to show strength without America's involvement. Bear that in mind. UK Prime Minister Liz Truss joined the leaders from the EU, Turkey, Norway, the Balkans, with Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky via video link. She made clear the summit was not an EU construct or an EU alternative. However, her decision to take part could mark a new phase in the UK's post-Brexit relations with Europe. Writing in the Times ahead of the summit, she said that after Brexit, the UK should be involved in discussions that affected the entire continent and all of us here at home. The idea of a broader European political community beyond the EU has been championed by Emmanuel Macron, who told reporters on Thursday it sent a message of unity, but there's skepticism even within the EU about the new forum. The 44 leaders were discussing energy, migration, security, and a focus on the war in Ukraine. In a blog, EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell said that in the wake of Russia's invasion, there was a need to rethink and reform the wider European order beyond the work of the EU and NATO. But he added the summit would be no more than an initial exchange. As well as the UK, non-EU members Switzerland, Turkey, Norway, Iceland, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Western Balkan countries are among those taking place in the gathering of the EPC. When he proposed the idea this year, President Macron said it would offer a platform for political coordination for countries both in the EU and those not. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has given new impetus for cooperation between nations beyond the EU's 27 member states. Another draw for the UK, this is interesting, is the presence of Turkey's Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Norway, a key supplier of energy to the UK. Turkey talked of a balanced approach to Russia and hasn't signed on to Western sanctions, which he won't. When first proposed by Macron, the EPC was supposed to be a club with shared democratic values. We're trying to make sure Europe as a whole isn't Russia's friend. I think the more important picture to see here is we're trying to make sure that we can build a new group of nations for a beast system to have better control and better teeth. This is an interesting one to watch. They've created this now. Macron is spearheading this thing, the same Macron that wants the revived Roman Empire. Watch this closely. I'm not kidding. This one is important. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.